And good morning and welcome to another edition of the Saturday Sports Show. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ralph Williams. I am the host of the Saturday Sports Show and RW Media Production shows. And yeah, what do you want to talk about? Let me talk to you, or let us talk to you today. We have a lot to talk about, and Brian Pettit will not be joining us today, but we do have Pensman Sports. And coming up shortly here, Leo Haggerty will be joining us as well from Amped Up Sports. We have plenty to talk about today, Pensman, and we'll get started with you. Good morning. Welcome to the show. And we have a special announcement to make as soon as Pensman. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what's going on with you. How was your week?
It was good. Everything was good. Yeah, long week at work, but it's all good. But got to watch the Masters yesterday, so you can find me on YouTube at Pensman Sports, and you can find me on Twitch. I'm streaming on my Twitch today, so you can find me on Twitch, and then you can email me at pensmansports@gmail.com. So that's what's going on.
All right, mailbag here, Ralph Williams 737@gmail.com. It says here, this is from an anonymouser. It says, it sounds like you got away from the Sports Nuts network. I'm glad that you did in some perspective. I'm not a fan of their show, but I am a fan of your stuff, Ralph, and I appreciate what you and the rest of your friends do here with these shows. And that's from Anonymous. So there you go. All right.
That's good to know that somebody's a fan of you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I have a lot of those, but we'll see. All right, Pensman, let's get started. Why don't you start off with the Masters report? My golfer Rory McIlroy seems to be doing pretty good. Tell us what's going on with him.
Can you repeat? It was buffering.
I said, what? Can you give us a Masters report? You watched the Masters yesterday. I didn't, but go ahead.
Absolutely. I will gladly give you an update of that. Rory McIlroy is running the table. He is calm. He is cool. He's collected. He has a 36-hole lead. He finished at 12 under yesterday. He set a new record at the Masters. He had birdied the last 4 holes. I'd never seen any golfer since I've been watching golf, and I've been watching golf for a while. I watched the FedEx Cup and I watched the Masters. Those are the only 2 I can get into, but I've never seen a golfer like so calm, so cool, so collected. He goes over and just swings and goes back, and okay, let's go to the next one. No emotion at all. So Rory's it's his to lose. Let's see what he does. They tee off at 12 today. Let's see what happens today. If he doesn't get the green jacket again, if he does, he sets a new record again. He ties Tiger Woods with back-to-back champions. He was last year's Masters champion, and now he's going for his back-to-back like Tiger. So let's see if he gets it.
All right. We have every week here, we're going to go over a mock draft. Somebody who, does a mock draft. There's several of them out there, but some of the main networks. But this person here is from, let's see here, Athlon Sports. The guy's name is Luke Esterlink. All right. Now, Pensman, as you know, Pensman and I both cover the Steelers. He has the Steelers taking Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana. That's who he's a wide receiver. That's who they have the Steelers taken, and that's probably where they might end up doing because of the because that might be the only thing they get that's left over of the wide receivers because there's plenty of them out there. But I think the Steelers, what they need to do, Pensman, is I believe they need to stock up on wide receivers. I don't care how many you take in the draft. Take as many as you can, sign as many as you can, get them in there because this West Coast offense by Mike McCarthy is going to be very, very interesting to look at. Pensman, what do you think about this mock draft here? Omar Cooper Jr. from Indiana.
If you watch Indiana, Mendoza threw to him, so we'll see what happens. But I like it. Anybody that comes from Indiana, it's always good. They're scrappy. So we'll see what happens with that. But I want Lamont, but Lamont is projected to go to LA Rams. But I'm with you. I'll stack up on wide receivers because we had a lot of wide receivers that went down. We have no Kevin Austin, Roman Wilson. Everybody knows what Roman Wilson's capable of doing, but he goes MIA a lot of times. So we'll see what happens.
There's Leo.
With that. There's Leo.
Hey, Leo, how are you? Good morning. Welcome to the show, and tell everybody tell everybody what's going on in the Tampa area and what's happening and how they can get a hold of you and what's going on.
I'll go to Amsterdam Sports on Instagram or Facebook and everything. Put up, excuse me, put up a daily post. Had a little bit of computer problems, so I just got caught up yesterday. But guys, I don't know if you talked about this, but watching Rory McIlroy those last 4 holes was a thing of beauty.
Right. Yeah, it was.
Ran away and hit. I mean, think about this now. He can shoot par the next 2 days, and I don't think anybody can get to 12 under to catch him. That's how good he's been.
No.
I don't think so. And I'm glad. I like Rory McIlroy there, Leo. I think he's a good golfer. I've followed him for a little bit. I don't get into golf much, but Rory, I do. Tiger Woods, but we know what happened with Tiger. So, we weren't, able to see what was going on with him because of his so-called incident he had a few weeks back. So, all right, Leo, I'm glad you're here because we're going to do today a very interesting thing today. We're going to talk about top 10 Major League Baseball ballparks in the all right, now this top 10 here is Major League ballparks. All right, let's start with number 10, Globe Life Field, Texas Rangers. Your thoughts, Leo? Go ahead.
I've been there. It's a real interesting facility because the roof just doesn't come off. It rolls back. It rolls completely off the stadium on like railroad tracks. A very interesting facility, and you got to have dome stadiums play in Texas. I mean, come on. It's just
the heat is just exactly.
Do a football camp down there in Denton, which is just north of Dallas, and I mean it'll be 100 degrees, and then that daggone wind will come through off the Texas plains, and it's like a blow dryer. It's a hot wind, so it's just brutal in the summer. So yeah, very good choice.
Outlaw Sports Network checking in. Thank you. And we have a few other folks checking in here also. And Pensman responding to everyone. He's my monitor. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Pensman, go ahead. Texas Rangers facility. Go ahead. What do you think? Number 10.
I've never been there like Leo has, but I've never been there. But according to what shows on TV, I've seen a lot of Rangers games. And former President Bush had front row seats before he passed. He had front row, right behind the home plate. It looks like it's an off stadium. It looks like it's well kept up and everything. So that's one of my bucket lists to go there. But we'll see. If I get there, I get there. If I don't, it's like okay.
All right, we're in Studio 10 here in Berlin, Maryland. And here's something I'm close to, about 2 hours away. Number 9, Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Start with you, Pensman. Go ahead.
Now, this stadium I have been in because of the Yankees and Orioles rival and division, but it's really nice, well kept up. Utah Street is very busy during games. Concession stands are well kept up, so I like it. I think it'll be the way the field is. I think it should be at the top 5, not 9, but it's okay at 9.
Yeah, Camden Yards is one of the older ballparks of the new ballparks that we have. I think they set the standard for that years ago, and they're still going with it. Go ahead, Leo. Camden Yards.
I got to agree with Pensman. If that's 9, I want to see what the 8 above them are, because if I'm not mistaken, they were the first stadium to actually take in the community with that right field building.
Yes.
Field. And Boog's Barbecue. I mean, come on, guys. 9? I'd have it up about at least 3 or 4. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
An outdoor facility. That's huge.
All right. I'm going into number 8 here. Citi Field, New York Mets. Leo, go ahead.
I haven't been there yet, surprisingly.
Citi Field.
It's
Pensman's laughing.
it's hard to put.
I know. That's why.
They're 8. I want to see what the top 7 are, because I got a couple in my mind we haven't even talked about yet. But yeah, it's from a fan experience, pretty much 8 is where it should be.
How about you, Pensman? I hear you laughing. Go ahead.
It's the reason I'm laughing is because Leo will agree with me. Shea Field was legit for the Mets, and then they had to go and now they had to make this one. I can't compare. I've never been to City, but I've been to Shea, but Shea's gone. But I don't know. It's just this Mets an 8, but okay.
No,
it's a nice stadium, but there's nothing like Shea Stadium though.
Like Shea Stadium, yeah, exactly.
Can you remember sitting at Shea Stadium and all of a sudden all these planes are coming into either LaGuardia, I think it was LaGuardia, and they were so low. I mean, dear Lord, that was like, where are these guys coming from? And I can't imagine being a batter and all of a sudden seeing one of them 747s coming in right in your eyesight.
Yeah, exactly. That would be interesting. Shea Stadium wasn't a bad place to play, I guess. I hear it was a good stadium. So, like Pensman
By the
said.
way, Brian says hello. Good morning, Leo.
Good morning. Where's he hiding today?
No, he's got some personal business to take care of. So.
Yeah. He had to do something.
Uh-oh.
All right, number 7.
Nothing bad.
Nope.
Number 7, T-Mobile Park in Seattle for the Mariners. Start with you, Leo.
Oh, I've been there. What a fan experience that is. Again, they love to open up the dome whatever they can. And believe me, you get a night in Seattle, you're sitting there, a full moon coming in over Mount Rainier. Okay, it doesn't get much better than that. But yeah, it's there are very few nights you can open that dome up, but when they can, yeah, I was thinking right away, and it sits right there on the waterfront, and Seattle's built on a mountain. No one will, unless you've been there. Like, if you want to walk 9 blocks up from the stadium up to 9th Street, you better get an Uber. Because you're not going to make it. Not at my age, that's for sure.
All right, Pensman, go ahead.
I've never been to Seattle at all, but it's a nice stadium. It looks like it's well kept. Yankees just got done a series against Seattle, but they have the mountains behind it. It's good scenery. They actually had snow in April, Leo. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
People were actually Yeah, people actually
Yeah.
snowboard in the background.
Oh, I've seen
But
that happen.
the
PNC Park
scenery looks
already.
good and everything. Yeah, it looked nice there.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go into number 6. Target Field at Minnesota for the Twins. Pensman, go ahead.
Target Field is nice. I've never been there, but Target Field is nice. All the stadiums, like half of the stadiums I've seen on TV, but you got to experience every stadium. But what I've seen on TV, like I said, it looks nice. The field looks well kept up. So that's what I think about that.
All right, Leo.
Unless you've been there, you don't appreciate this, guys, because you walk in at the top of the stadium. It's built down, basically in a hole. So when you get to the top of the stadium, you're basically at street level. So when you walk in, it's a down. And believe me, that ball travels big time out there. And it's such easy access to it. The subway, trains run right there. You get out, you're there.
All right, let's get into number 5. We're halfway through. Coors Field in Denver. Pensman, go ahead.
Go to Leo. I'm interested in what he's got to say.
Go ahead, Leo. Go ahead. Coors Field in Denver.
Luckily, with my travels, I've been there too, and we sat in the top level of left field. And gosh almighty, does that ball travel? Oh, dear Lord. I wouldn't want to be a pitcher at Coors Field.
Yeah, the altitude.
The first time I'd been, I decided to go out for a walk. About 5 minutes in, I thought my heart was coming through my chest. That Mile High is for real. It is thin air. And you really sit there, and it's a very picturesque. And again, public transportation drops you right off at the stadium. That's huge.
Yeah, Denver, believe it or not, and I didn't know this, is the number 1 city in America for public transportation.
Oh,
no
God.
one. Oh, yes, it is. It has been rated number 1 because most of the people that live in Denver can't afford cars. So what they do is they take public transportation. I was told it was number 1, and I'll tell you who told me that. John Tapper from Bar Rescue told me it's number 1.
Right.
So I mean, it's hard to understand that. You would think New York or Chicago, but Chicago back when Obama was president laid off 1,600 transit workers and cut service. So if Chicago did that, and then New York, I don't know what New York's up to, but I know they have a big transit system there. But I hear as far as transportation goes, Denver's number 1 because they said 90% of people live in Denver take public transportation. So Pensman, go ahead.
New York's got the transit and the subway.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, here we go. Speaking of Chicago, how about number 4, Wrigley Field, one of the oldest, if not the oldest, ballparks in America. I'll start with you, Pensman. Go ahead, Wrigley Field.
It's one of the oldest. The oldest is still the stupid Fenway Park at the stupid Boston Red Sox. But but that is the oldest. But I've been by there, but it looks well kept up. It's at the right location. The only problem is, like the Yankee Stadium, you go to a game and then you hear all kinds of sirens and stuff like that. But that's Chicago for you. But the stadium itself, it's nice.
Yeah, and the Cubs, they always sell out too. I mean, no matter what time, what their record is or whatever, the Cubs always sell out. And I mean, their games are always you always see a full packed ballpark. Leo, go ahead. Wrigley Field.
To be honest with you guys, I wouldn't put this in my top 10 only because of this. It's a bucket. You should at least be able to go once, but after that, it goes downhill.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought Wrigley Field was a great place to go or whatever.
Yeah, but it's someplace you want to go once. But after that, if you're a fan, there's a whole lot of ballparks that give you a whole lot more than Wrigley Field. I can remember first time I went there, and there's the joint coming down the row. I'm going, no, thank you, guys. I got to pass. But it was
Like I
again,
said,
yeah, you should be able to go to Wrigley Field, say you've been there, but after that, okay, once is enough.
it's Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, let's move on here. Number 3. All right, here we go. You ready, guys? Petco Park in San Diego. Leo, start with you. Go ahead.
Been there also, and again, they took the old idea from Baltimore. They set that whole thing up right there in the Gaslamp district of San Diego. Left field is the old warehouse. You know, a great venue, easy to get to, easy to get in, easy to get out. It's a fun place to be.
Go ahead, Pensman.
I've never been there, but it looks nice on TV. It's well kept up, and everybody seems happy. And when they get there, if they have that wall, that big building on the left wall, so everybody likes to stand on top of that roof. And actually, two Padres actually hit that building on top of that roof, and Fernando Tatis hit that building this year or last year. So that's always a nice target if you want to hit home runs there.
Yeah, one other thing too. I wanted to do a couple honorable mentions here. Fenway Park in Boston, I would assume, should be on this top 10 list. I've never been there myself. I've never been to any other ballparks other than PNC, but I do know that
I drove by it.
Okay.
By it. It's nice, but
yeah. Leo,
I want to go to Yankees Red Sox.
Yeah, do you think it should be an honorable mention?
Again, just like Wrigley Field, you know, say you've been there once, but
And that's it.
you know, Boston people come down here and say, you know, oh, the Trop is a dump. I said, you better start looking at what you got up there, folks. It's falling apart. And I can remember old Yankee Stadium. What you saw on camera was pristine. But when you got behind in the media area and the hallways, it was like walking through the Roman Colosseum. It was that old. I mean, the hallways were this big. You know, Monument Park and the field was pristine, but old Yankee Stadium, same thing. Bucket list, check it off. Fenway, check it off. Wrigley, check it off.
How about the one in Houston, the old Minute Maid Park? Isn't that? I like that one. You know.
Oh, I hope Minute Maid's on the list.
No, it's not.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Whoever did this that has no clue of what's going on. I crowd hitting the home run there, and they never found the ball. I mean, the train is running across the top and everything. I mean, come on. I mean, Minute Maid, and all of a sudden you see the guy beating the trash can to let people know what the pitch is going to be.
Yeah.
I was there.
We just got to bring that up.
I was there. I actually heard it. I'm going, what is there? Over there? Nope. They were cheating and they got caught.
Well, you know what? Minute Maid, yeah, I'll tell you another one that we should talk about before we move on here. How about Milwaukee's place? You know what? Lloyd McClendon one time said that Milwaukee's ballpark looks like an airplane hangar. Would you agree with me on that, Leo and Pensman? Looks like an airplane hangar.
Yeah, but until, you know, Billy Brewer slides down into the beer, I mean, what? It's almost like being in Miami where they have you can go out there and sit in the pool and cool off. So, yeah. Great.
All right, here we go. Number 3, Petco Park, San Diego. Pensman, start with you.
We got through that, Ralph.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, we did. My apologies.
We already covered that.
Number 2, Oracle Park,
that.
San Francisco. Oracle Park, San Francisco. Leo, go ahead.
Well, I think the same drunk that laid out Fenway Park laid out Oracle Field. I mean, everything. And, you know, McCovey Cove. You know, just what else can you want? I mean, you got a wall that's like 40 feet tall. You hit it over the wall. You end up in McCovey Cove, and just it's a great experience out there. Oracle Park, yeah, I agree with that spot.
All right, Pensman, go ahead. Oracle Park, San Francisco.
If you're a right-handed batter or a left-handed batter, you know what you're going for. You're going for the river. So people are sitting in their canoes. Everybody's sitting in the boats and canoes, and they're all waiting for a ball. That's the best thing about it. So,
All right, here we
it's
go.
a good location, but everything else, I don't know.
All right, here we go. Number one.
Awesome.
All right, number one. You ready, guys? PNC Park,
Go.
Pittsburgh. Number one, PNC Park, Pittsburgh. I've been there. It's a nice place to watch a ball game. You know, their food's not very edible, but you know, I will say that I've been there for a game and never had a problem. It's nice. You can see the city. You know, if you sit behind home plate or wherever, not a bad seat in the house, PNC Park. And oh, by the way, guys, I wanted to let you know that today they had a dedication over PNC Park. They put windows in the bathroom, and you know why? So you can PNC. Oh, Leo, go ahead. Start with you, PNC Park, Pittsburgh. Go ahead.
You want me to top that? Come on. Okay, I get that. You know, Citizens Bank in Philly, same thing. You get the outline of Philadelphia behind you. But, guys, really? Yankee Stadium is not in the top 10? Did I miss something?
It's not in here. Not in this top 10.
Why not?
Nope.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Dear God, you fly in to LaGuardia or JFK, you hop on the subway, and it drops you off right at the front door. I mean, come on. You know, just you try to go to Fenway,
I know.
and you got to drive all over. You can't find a parking spot. I mean, okay, PNC. And you know what, Ralph? It's nice to see they got some players going up there now, too. That Griffin kid is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Pirates aren't doing too bad. They're in first place for 8-5, and I'll take it. All right? I'll take it for what it is. So, you know, because you really can't, you know, you have to take it for what it is because it hasn't been like that for a while. And, you know, so that's the interesting part about this whole thing.
Let's
So-
hope they being signed long term. I don't think that's going to happen, but you know they need to do that.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it could happen. I was surprised they gave Connor Griffin what they gave him. So, you know. All right.
Nine years. 9 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, at least he took it. Skeens and Jared Jones turned down 2 extensions they were offered. Both of them turned them down. So I'm not sure exactly where Skeens will go. But I'm hoping he stays with the Pirates. I hope the Pirates can continue the momentum of moving forward. I personally will be satisfied with 500 this year because we haven't seen anything like that in a long time. So, you know, personally, I would live with that. All right, week 3 games in the UFL this week. Orlando played last night. They won 29-27 over Louisville. What a dogfight that was last night. Games coming up this week today, 12 noon. The Houston Gamblers versus DC Defenders. We'll start with you, Leo. What do you think of the UFL this year? Go ahead.
Well, I definitely think the NFL is going to adopt the 4-point field goal rule eventually. I mean, that's a smart thing. And again, people will watch football as long as it's competitive. And the UFL has been competitive. That's the key. 29-27 game last night. What a great game. I mean, just you're going to sit there and watch it. It's not going to be 31-0. And that's what they want. They want competitive games, and that's key.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. See if this is the right one. Yeah, here we go. Tomorrow, 8:00 p.m. Don't forget UFL Weekly with myself, Ralph Williams, Pensman Sports, Brian Pettit. And Leo, you're welcome to join us if you'd like tomorrow night at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. I'm sorry, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Last week we were off because of Easter Sunday. And I want to let everyone know that no UFL Weekly next week. and no UFL Weekly the following week because of the NFL draft. And also no Saturday sports show for 2 weeks. We're off next week because Pensman's coming down here to see us. And, we're going to go have some fun. And no Saturday show next Saturday. And the following Saturday due to the draft, no show. But we will be live streaming the draft all 3 days right here on RW Media Productions. Pensman and Brian and I. Leo, again, you're welcome anytime to come on our draft show. We're going to do one Thursday night, our live streaming, and we're going to do one Friday and Saturday. So just to let you know, so
Thank you.
you're welcome. Anytime you want to come on, Leo, you're welcome. So
I sent out an email to my guys to see if anyone's available, and I gave them your email address. So if they're available, they'll be contacting you.
yeah, I appreciate that. I haven't heard from anybody yet thinking about canceling Tuesday's show. I'm not sure yet, so we'll see. I don't have anybody, and I was banking on the fact that perhaps we could have everybody from all 32 teams. We're almost there, but we're just a little bit short, but we'll get there. So I hope so. Anyway, all right, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts on this game here and last night. Go ahead.
Well, like I said on my stream, I did the Yankees game this week, and it was a defensive battle. It was a pitcher's duel, but I guess nobody agrees with me about close games because if it was 29-27, so I guess people were upset about that. But I like defensive battle. I like whoever makes mistakes. But it was a great game last night. Saw a little bit of it. Saw a little bit. We'll see what happens. DC defenders, we'll see what happens with them. I'd like to see what Dallas does this week. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, Dallas plays tomorrow at noon against the Columbus Aviators. And then also Houston plays DC today at noon. So there you are. It seems like the UFL spreading these games out, guys. What are your thoughts? Friday night, Saturday, Sunday? Leo, go ahead. What do you think about this Friday night game here?
As long as it's not during football season and you're fighting the high schools, that's a great move because you're basically having the game of the week.
Right.
And you're exposing to, if you can't make it on Sunday, well, you can make it Friday night. So, yeah, it's a good idea.
All right. Pensman, what do you think about Friday night football there?
Like Leo said, if I like it this time of year because no high school, no college, no NFL, so UFL got this right.
Oh, you know it. Okay, let's get started here. NCAA tournament. Monday night was the UConn versus Arizona. Pensman, we'll start with you.
Michigan.
I'm sorry, Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah.
Michigan. Go ahead, Pensman. Start with you. Go ahead.
It was a good game. It was back and forth. UConn made some mistakes. I don't know if Hurley was prepared, but Duke could have beaten that game, but I don't know. But Duke could have handled that team, but I don't know. But what May did to that team, he made that to a loser and to a winner of that short span. Good job, May. What you did, and then we'll see what happens. And just let you know, Michigan baseball is moving up in the ranks also. So we'll see what happens with Michigan. They got something going right over there.
Yeah, they do. Let's just hope the football program can move on.
Yes,
get rid of that. Get rid of that nasty smell of Swan Moore. You know what I mean? So
yeah. We need to beat Ohio State this year too.
Yeah, exactly. I told you the story back in 1996. I took when I was driving a cab in Pittsburgh, I took a couple up to the old Pitt Stadium. Pitt was playing Ohio State, and Pitt lost 72-0. Believe it or not, it was the second turn Johnny Majors. Anyway, I was taking him up there, and this guy was complaining about John Cooper. He said John Cooper can't beat Michigan. And so, John Cooper's record against Michigan was bad. Okay, Leo, go ahead. Your thoughts on this game on Monday?
You know what, guys? Think about this. 70,000 people were there. You could have fit 11 other basketball courts inside Lucas Arena. I mean, these kids have never played in that kind of environment, and it still was a very good basketball game. One thing, and this is no detriment to Michigan, but they're the first school to complete a national championship with a complete starting roster of transfers. Guys, I think that's just what we're going to have to deal with. That now it's not going to be recruit, it's going to be reload from other programs. And Pensman, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Is it time to roll out the banners in Michigan, hang them up at Chrysler that the Fab Five had? Because everything they were accused of is now legal. And Reggie Bush has his Heisman back. I think they should try to hang those banners.
Yeah.
What do you
It's time. It's time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay,
Yeah,
women's.
I agree. It's time. I guess if you haven't been there, it'll be good to see. Yeah, it's good to see when you go there. You're like, oh, cool, we won that year. Cool, we won that year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's move into the women's NCAA. It was Sunday, which was before Monday, the day before the Monday game. UCLA 79, South Carolina 51. It seems like UCLA dominated this game. Leo, we'll start with you. Go ahead with the women's game.
One word, experience. Every point scored by UCLA was by a senior or a graduate player. That's phenomenal. And it's a shame that it's overshadowed by Handshake Gate. But I'll tell you what, I've never seen worse officiating than in that semifinal, both games. I mean, Gino goes into a rant at the end of the third quarter. I mean, Corey Close said the same thing. It said, this is a rugby match. And I mean, they're ahead, they're winning. And I'll tell you what, it was just brutally unofficiated. I mean, it was just out of control. And then the worst thing was, and I know it's going to sound sexist, but in that game, in the second half, both coaches, the only referee they were talking to was a male official. And that told me, okay, that they're just complaining about the other two. And you know what? You can't just swallow your whistle. If it's a foul,
your whistle. I like that, Leo. That's a good one. Good. All right, Pensman, go ahead. Your thoughts on the women's game, and then we're going to move on. Go ahead.
South Carolina fell on their faces. South Carolina was prepared, but the shots weren't there. I thought the official of the game was bad. They could have done it both ways. It seemed like it was one-sided. UConn they didn't come prepared. So Gino said, let's forget about it. Let's move on. So I feel bad for Gino because Gino was going for the record. So
okay. Go ahead, Leo.
Yeah, just the NCAA has got to do something with their officiating. I mean,
yeah.
If you look at it, they no longer call walking. They no longer call palming. They no longer. And again, the only thing they can do to defend that is to beat the guy up. I mean, when they throw the ball into the low post, it becomes a lacrosse game. Okay, let's see who can cross-check who. And that's pretty much it.
Okay. Now, because we're not going to be here for 2 weeks, I've decided today that we're going to do a top 10 NFL draft bus. And this is from Gridiron Sports now. Okay? All right. Leo, I bet you can't wait for this list.
Oh, yeah. And I know who's probably at the top, too.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ryan Leaf.
No, it's close. Very close, but he's not at the top. All right. Number 10, Jonathan Cooper. Number 10. Start with you, Leo. Go ahead.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
What's that?
Who the hell's Jonathan Cooper?
Well, everybody says that. It seems like nobody knows who this guy is.
He's a real.
He played for the Arizona Cardinals. He was a 2013 draft pick. He was an offensive guard. Horrible.
That's next. Go ahead, Bensman. I'm throwing it to you.
John, he didn't even know who he is either.
I never heard of him either.
You know what? It's
so.
pretty bad, Bensman, when Leo and Smoking Jim Frazier don't even know who this guy is. And Smoking Jim's been a scout for
You
40
guys
years.
are scouts.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
you from, Ralph? What college did it say?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that name baffles me. Again, it's only 13.
This guy is a scout. He doesn't know who Jonathan Cooper is.
Yeah, no one
I'm
knows
an
who
average.
Jonathan
I'm an
Cooper
average
is. Yeah.
fan.
All right. This is from,
That's
again,
what I'm
Gridiron
surprised about.
Sports. So, all right. Number 9, Trent Richardson, Cleveland, 2012 running back. Leo, go.
Well, the problem here is the hardest thing to determine when you're going from college to the NFL. And a lot of these guys are busts because they get hurt, and they get hurt bad and can't recover. Trent
Right.
Richardson, just, man, he never got any footing at all.
And he was with a bad team in the Cleveland Browns, too.
That doesn't- yeah.
You know, that doesn't help your cause. Pensman, go ahead.
When you go to college and NFL, I told everybody this before. I'll tell you this again. They have different rules. They have different speeds. Everything's different. You go from college. Oh, I'm a top dog in college. Yeah, well, welcome to the NFL. NFL, it's faster. People are heavier. People are faster. The rules are different. You gotta get 1 foot in college. In the NFL, you gotta get 2 feet in. There's a couple other rule changes. No wonder the kids are bust. No wonder people were there. Trent Richardson was good, but he was with the wrong team, with the wrong system, with the wrong everything. It's no surprise.
All right. Next, number 8, Dion Jordan, Miami Dolphins. Leo.
If we got nothing to say about him, they're a bust. And
Yeah, he was a defensive end 2013 draft.
yeah, I tell you what, I'm hoping Mike Mamula is on that list because that's going to lead into one of my.
No,
Great.
that one and Art Schleister's not even on here either. Art Schleister was a bust.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? The biggest mistake people could make is to go in and look at the combine and say this kid could play. If I was an owner and a scout came back and say, we need to draft this guy in the first round because what he did at the combine, I'd fire the guy right on the spot. All I want to know is, what do you see on film? And again, I'll tell you who is really getting set up for being a bust is Ty Simpson. I can remember he started against South Florida. And believe me, he had the worst football game I've seen a quarterback have in years. Now, again, he was a sophomore. He was thrown in because, Saban was punishing his quarterback. And, he pulled him. And they damn near lost the game. I think it ended up 13-6.
Right.
If you want to see what's going to happen, this is what happened when you go high school to college. When you go college to the pros, I don't see what everybody's seeing in this kid because all I got is that picture from 3 years ago. And that's just not a good fit. But again, we're talking about guys back in 2013. Good luck. Are they still alive? That's the best part.
All right, Pensman, your thoughts, Dion Jordan.
I don't know. Like Leo said, if he looks good on tape, but I don't know. But I don't remember Jordan. So go ahead.
All right, the rest of them are all familiar names. We should all know who these guys
Oh, good.
are. Number 7,
Oh, good.
Tim Couch. Number 7 is Tim Couch. He should be one up in the top 5, I would think. I mean, Tim Couch was the worst. Go ahead, Pensman.
Yeah. Oh. Steelers punching bag right there. Steelers punching bag. That's all I'm gonna say about that. He was horrible.
All right. You know what? I want to name an honorable mention. How about Johnny Manziel? He was a bad first round pick. He
No. Manziel was actually good. He just was with the wrong team. If he was with the Patriots, if he was with us, if he was with the Eagles, if he was with any other team, he would probably fit the system. And what people don't understand is different coaches, different systems. Manziel was good in Texas A&M, so they looked at the Texas A&M. He was a clean kid. He went to school. He kept his mouth shut. Played the game. But if he was with a different team, a different coach, probably would have been still be there.
Benjamin, let me follow up on that because I think you're right on with this. Because when you're the number one pick, I mean, think about this. Mendoza's being set up to be a bust too because you're the top pick going to the worst team. They're going to be bad. The best thing that can happen to him has happened. Kirk Cousins is going to go in there and take the brunt of it because there's just times that you don't want to be there. And again, Aaron Rodgers, he slid down, but he went to Green Bay. I mean, think about this. Patrick Mahomes slid down to Kansas City. Tom Brady slid 6 rounds, went to New England. If you go to a good team, you go to a bad team, you don't. And, Ryan Leaf is going to be a perfect example. He goes to San Diego, we're bad.
All right, next. Here we go. All right, guys. Kajana Carter.
Right.
Number 6, Kajana Carter. Leo, go ahead.
It's amazing how most of these are running backs, isn't it, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And, just what has happened with the NFL is these guys that were drafted back then were running backs. They didn't have to block. They didn't have to catch. All you did is turn around and give them the football. And then they got to the NFL, and you not only had to run, but you had to catch it and you had to block.
Yes. You had to do multiple jobs. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A lot of guys, you never threw a block in 8 years, 4 years of high school, 4 years of college. And I'll tell you what, a little bit off the subject. I want people to look up and see who has the record for the most rushing touchdowns in a season. Let me make it easy for you. LaDainian Tomlinson.
Wow.
8.
Wow, that's great.
31 total. He had 3. Dear God, 28. You're playing 16 games. That means you got multiple touchdowns in probably 6, 7, 8 games. Wow.
Pensman, go ahead. Kajana Carter. Formerly of Penn
Before I
State.
get there, Derpy's asking if Brady Quinn's in there and is Trent Richardson up there.
Trent Richardson was at number 9. We already talked about him. Brady Quinn. There's another one. That's a good one right there. I forgot about him. We can put him in as an honorable mention. So as a draft bust. And the Steelers have had some bad ones too. And Tampa Bay had Kalijah Kancey. He's turned out to be a bust. So,
He's not a bust, Ralph. He's just getting hurt all the time.
Yeah. Well, you can't help the club if you're in the tub. That's all
Hey,
hurt?
it's Highsmith.
Yeah. Another Alex Highsmith. Yeah, there you go. Hey, Tampa Bay would be perfect for him. There you go. Todd Bowles' defense. There you go.
Don't be mean to Leo's team.
I'm not being mean. Todd Bowles is not a bad coach. He just, I don't know, he can't get there, I mean,
it's funny, guys. Off the subject here. Mike Evans goes to San Francisco, and everybody said, well, he's playing for a better coach. How many Super Bowls rings does Todd Bowles have? He's got 1.
Yeah.
How many Super Bowl rings does Shanahan have? 0. Who's the better coach?
The big goose egg,
Yeah.
So,
He's
exactly. Nothing.
He's cost teams 3 of them. Todd Bowles
Exactly.
hasn't cost anybody any yet.
Yeah, exactly. All right. It says, Leo, after the show, don't leave and let Ralph play the song I made. Yes, I'll see if I can do that. I'm not sure if I put it. I don't know if I put it in here or not. So I have to look. All right. I'm sorry, go ahead, Leo.
I'll stick around for a minute.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I don't think I put it in here. I forgot to download it. Let me see if I have it.
Yeah, let's
No, wait, maybe I
do
do.
it after the show.
No, that's not it. No, I don't have it. I didn't download it. Sorry. Or maybe I can do it while we're doing this, you know.
All
So
right, what do you got?
we'll do it in 2 weeks. All right. Number 5,
Yeah.
Akili Smith.
Oh boy.
Another Bengal who was a bust. Leo, go ahead.
Yeah.
Akili Smith.
Yeah, it was. He was a bust.
Oh,
It's I don't know what everybody saw in him to start with.
Right.
You know the LSU quarterbacks got to be on there because he was one of the biggest busts ever. Russell.
I don't see him on here.
Who, Burrow?
At least on
Who,
this
Joe
list.
Burrow?
No, Jamarcus Russell.
Well,
Oh, okay.
on this list, Leo. And where do you find out where he's at?
Oh, I tell you what, when I saw film on him, and Ron Jaworski called me up and said, "What do you think?" I said, "Ron, I want you to watch film with Florida, and I want you to watch film with Auburn." So why is that? That's the closest thing he'll have to Sunday, and he can't handle it. Yeah, and I can remember Todd McShay going, "Oh, he can throw it 60 yards." I don't care about that. What can he do as a quarterback? And again, watch film. If he can't do it on Saturday, he ain't going to do it on Sunday.
No.
Oh, no, not at all. All right. Next here. Let me get this list here. Next, we are going to go into at number. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pensman. Akili Smith. Go ahead.
I'm with Leo there. What did the Bengals see in him? I don't know, but he was horrible. He kept getting hurt. He was slow. He was everything bad. Everything bad he did. And Derpy said that Russell was horrible. He said he sucked and he was so bad. That's what Derpy said on the chat.
Oh,
Okay. Hey, welcome, Derby. Hey, I know. Yeah, welcome. Say hello to Ryan and Mike for me. So, Derby. So there you go. There he is right there. All right. Thank you, Derby. All right. Okay. Number 4, Charles Rogers. He's another running back, or no, he's a wide receiver, Leo, for the Detroit Lions.
oh, they're talking about Rodgers, the running back. No, he wasn't a bust.
No.
Carolina. Yeah. Again, I think there's another guy that just got hurt and never recovered in the game. And again,
Right.
you can play when you're hurt. You can't play when you're injured. And I love these media people who come out and say, "Oh, he can't stay on the field." Guess what, guys? This is a man's sport. You're getting hit by Volkswagens. And people get hurt. And people get injured. You're playing hurt. You can't play when you're injured. If all of a sudden you look down, your ankle's broke, that's not good.
No, not at all. All right. Pensman, go ahead.
Like Leo said, the injury bug got him. So that's all the problem was. He wasn't really a draft buzz. He was just injured. That's all.
All right. Okay. Yeah, he was injured quite frequently. All right. Next. Now we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of the top 3. Number 3, Tony Mandrich. Leo, go ahead.
Chemical wonder. all of a sudden, when he couldn't take his meds, he became very average. And again, that's back before you had all this testing and everything, and just couldn't cut it at the next level. Plain and simple.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm going to give you guys number 2 and number 1, and you guys evaluate because I want to put this video up here real soon here. All right. Number 2 is Ryan Leaf. Go ahead, Pensman, with Tony Mandridge. Then we'll get in. You guys can get into Ryan Leaf. All right, and then I'll tell you who number 1 is. Go ahead, Pensman, with Tony Mandridge. Go ahead.
Don't know much about him. I saw a bunch of games, but not much of him. But he, like I say, he was horrible. Everybody thought that when you're a scout, you just look at what is in front of you. You can't tell. Like Moneyball says, you can't tell what is in front of you. You can't go to the kids' table and be like, all right, I see. You don't see. Like if you could show up on Saturday, but you can't show up on Sunday. So that's what my take is on that.
All right, Leo, go ahead. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead. You guys can do Ryan Leaf, and guess who number 1 is, Leo? DeMarcus Russell.
USC.
DeMarcus Russell. So there you go.
Yeah.
All right, you two go ahead and evaluate that. I'll be back in a minute. Go ahead.
Ryan Leaf got a little bit, his personal life turned to crap, but he got a little bit of a bad deal because he broke his hand. And I've got this from one of the scouts on a pro team who he was with. He said the problem was he couldn't get under center anymore because they had to fuse the bones and he had no feeling in his hand. So, he had fumbleitis because he couldn't feel anything and he had no way of pressuring. So there's a perfect example of a guy the injury was the biggest problem. But yeah, and San Diego made the biggest mistake in the world. Here's a single guy showing up. They should have put someone, okay, this is going to be your driver. This is going to be somebody who's going to stay with you until you get married or have a girlfriend, whatever. But man, oh man, I can remember his, going after a media member in the locker room. And believe me, there are times you want to go after some of those guys, but you can't let that happen if you're the quarterback. That's for sure. Benjamin, go ahead.
When you have no feeling in your hand, you're pretty much done. Like once the feeling is gone, it's done. And people swatting at people, punching people there, it just makes the hand worse. So what you said is dead on. So I feel bad for him because he was good in college. He ran a 4.2, 4.5, I think it was in the 40. But he did really good in this. But until his hands got out, until everything injury bug, I don't know.
Can I be honest with you? I thought he'd be a better pick than Peyton Manning. I really
thought so too.
Yeah,
I thought so too.
But I tell you what, I think the guy, Todd Marinovich, I think he was the quarterback, the one that his dad. He ate right, did everything right, and then just fizzled out completely. But Mike Mamula, how can you not? The workout warrior. They basically said, okay, you did a great job out there. You bench pressed, 225 pounds, 35, 40 times. Well, you can play football. Guess what? You can't. Again, I always call the combine spring break for coaches because there's nothing they do there that applies to football. Nothing. I mean, the only thing you get out of that is you sit down with a one-on-one interview, and that's all you want. Let's find out what makes this kid tick. I don't care if he can catch passes in the space of whatever. I don't care if he runs a cone drill. I mean, you don't play in underwear. You play in pads. I don't know why they don't run the 40 in equipment just to see what's going on. That's just me.
Yeah, I agree with you. No argument there. But since we have a little time, what do you think about the Masters? Do you think Rory's going to win it?
Oh, God. No, Rory's won it. The only thing he can do right now is lose it. Again.
Yeah, no.
you got a 6-stroke lead. If you shoot par, that means somebody needs to shoot, 69, 69 just to tie you. You don't do that on Saturday and Sunday at the Masters. That doesn't happen
No.
real often. So, yeah, he's got to come back to the pack today. He's got to shoot 74 and get back to 10 under, and then somebody can get up to 8 under, and then you got a horse race. But if he shoots in the 60s again and goes 15 under, buy your ticket. It's punched.
Yeah. Yep. I was
All
hoping
right,
Jordan
guys.
Spieth would be. I
I'm
thought
s-
Jordan
I'm-
Spieth would do better, but go ahead, Ralph.
No, I'm back. Go ahead. You guys, DeMarcus Russell, number one. We kind of suspected that. Leo, go ahead with DeMarcus Russell.
Yeah, we covered it, Ralph. Go ahead. We move on.
Oh, I didn't know you covered DeMarcus. I thought you
Yeah.
So, all right, let me go into this here. Wait a minute. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hold on a second here. I'm trying to get this video.
We talked about Russell's hand. We talked about how he should have been a better. Well, let's have your take, Ralph. What do you think he should have been higher than Peyton Manning?
Who's that?
Ryan Leaf.
Russell. Right, yeah, Ryan Leaf.
Yeah, I thought Ryan Leaf should have been number one because he was the worst. I mean, I know Jamarcus Russell was bad, but he's always won a lot of different categories. But it's just not, So, but yeah, we'll see what happens with him. We'll go from there. So, but he's number one. There's a lot of draft busts out there that weren't in this countdown that probably should have been, and I know you guys talked about a few. I can name you some that Steelers drafted that were bad, like Troy Edwards in 1999 from Louisiana Tech. I mean, he was bad, and whatnot. But all right, let's get Leo.
McCarthy is right on that cusp right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, let me see what
Devin
we got.
Bush, Devin Bush was there. Pickett was there.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett was a kind of a bust, I guess. I don't know what he's going to do this year.
Devin Bush was horrible. He was horrible. So
yeah,
he was great in college. He was great in college. Devin Bush was, but when he went to the NFL, everything was. I don't know if he had Alzheimer's or stuff was getting cloudy or what. He was just not the different person.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay. Let me see if I can get this video up. Go ahead. Here it is. This is the new audio that Brian put together. Here it is. Let's see if it'll come up here. Nope, it's not. And Brian's got to fix the format. That's why it's not coming up. It's got to fix the format.
We're off for the next 2 weeks. Is that the plan?
Yes, we're off for the next 2 weeks, Leo. Next week we're off because Pensman's coming down here to see me, and I know you're not going to be on, and Brian's going to Talladega, I believe.
Oh,
so and then also we have the draft the following week, which we're going to be on the air anyway because we're doing a live stream of the draft. So we're going to be on the air anyway. No use having the show. So. Like I said, Leo, you're welcome to come on with us, for the live stream of the draft. So
see what I can fit into my busy schedule.
Hey, you know what? You and I are one and the same. We got busy schedules. Yeah. Everybody does. All right, let's wrap it up here.
Go to the Stanley Cup playoffs then too. So
yeah, Stanley Cup playoffs have started. I want to congratulate the Pittsburgh Penguins. They got in, and it's great that they're in with Dan Muse. I told everybody that Dan Muse was the guy for the Penguins. His defensive system, he's managed to work it in there to get the stars in there to play in a defensive system. When you have a defensive system and you have guys like Sidney Crosby and Malkin and all that, it's difficult to try to get them to play that kind of system. But not Dan Muse. He got the right coaches, right assistants. He brought them in, and now look where the Penguins are compared to the last 3 years. They're in the playoffs. Let's hope they make it past the first round. Pensman, go ahead. Closing thoughts and tell everybody they can get a hold of you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Pensman.
Yeah, New Jersey Devils is a hard place to play at. So you can find me at YouTube at Pensman Sports. You can email me there at pensmansports@gmail.com. So I'm one way of 1150. So please help me get there. I'm trying to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. So please help me out with that.
All right, hang on a second here. I might be able to play this video. Hold on. I have a way of doing it here. Hold on one second. Leo, I want you to hear this. You're going to like this new video that Brian Pettit put together. Hold on. But I got the audio for it. I can play the audio, but I can't play the video because the format has to be changed. All right, here we go. Let's see if I got this all correct here. There we go. Nope, hold on. It's not going through here. Hold on a second. I gotta do something. Here we go. All right, but anyway, Leo, go ahead with your closing thoughts and how people can get a hold of you. Go ahead.
Yeah, go to Amped Up Sports, Facebook, put up a daily post of myself, and then got videos. USF is smack dab in the middle of spring football. Got a couple videos there with the new coaching staff coming on. It's a crazy time right now. You know, NCAA is just finished. NHL is getting ready to start their second season. Baseball is just rounding into shape. And you got the draft coming up. I tell you what, it's going to get, buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to get rocky.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. I can't wait for the draft. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. You know, a lot of things could go backwards. Okay, here we go. Here's the new video.
Brian and Pensman bring the takes you desire from East Coast to West Coast. We cover all sports to break it all down. Saturday sports show. Best show in town. Tune in live every Saturday night. Miss a beat. I take you and can't be beat. Leo Brian Pensman.
I want to thank Brian Pettit for that. He put that together. Thank you, Brian Pettit, for putting that all together. I like it. So there's the audio. So of our new video or our new audio thing there. So that's pretty good. I like it. So all right, you can reach me at my final thoughts are I don't Rory McIlroy. He's going to continue on, going to win the Masters. And you can reach me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter X, I'm sorry, not on Twitter. I'm suspended for some reason from Twitter. I don't know what happened. But anyway, Twitch, Kick Networks, and also don't forget about this afternoon, 2:00 p.m., the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And hold on, let me see if I can find that here. Here we go. Having a couple issues this morning. There we go. All right, there we go. Boom. I think I found it. Nope, that's not the one. There's the one. All right, there it is. And that's this afternoon, 2:00, 12:50 a.m. The Answer 92.5 on the FM dial. And also on the answerpgh.com. And also don't forget, Sports Corner weekdays starts next Friday, April 17th. It is Friday coming up. April 17th, Sports Corner Radio Show on 620 AM KHB Radio in Pittsburgh. All right, here it is right here, 620 KHB. Don't forget, April 17th, Friday, 3:00 p.m., the weekday version of the Sports Corner Radio Show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And don't forget also the rest of the there it is. Great show. Thank you. And then also don't forget about the Ralph Williams show starts this Monday, April 13th, 2:00 p.m. Weekdays in Pittsburgh, afternoon drive time. I told you guys I'm coming to get all of you. And guess what? Monday, the Ralph Williams show, 2:00 p.m. on KHB, 620 a.m. And until next time, please don't forget to like and subscribe to all of our platforms. Until 2 weeks away, April 30th. Everybody have yourself a great one. Please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, guys.